Hello all. I just wanted to do a relatively quick video promoting a course. I took it upon myself to promote this course because I take an awful lot of courses on my own time for career development and just to further expand my skills. I really don't watch much TV when I'm outside of work. So what I do is I like to spend a lot of my time researching or learning new technologies and things that I really enjoy doing on the side and in my own time, and in hopes of doing in a real job also is more with microservices and Kubernetes, as well as the cloud work and stuff like that. I've done AWS cloud at the job, with cloud formation scripts and things of that nature, but primarily with monolith applications. So in the last year and a half, I've really, on the side, really got into domain-driven design, microservices architecture, patterns such as event sourcing, CQRS, things of the like, and also, interested in things like the Saga pattern, just how to develop, design microservices in general, as well as containers and Kubernetes in general for orchestrating containers. So I've taken several courses in the last year and a half to further expand. And you can really never take enough of these kinds of courses because it just keeps building upon your knowledge or solidifying your knowledge and things of that nature. But every so often I run into some courses that are just really, 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 really good and excite me, and I'm very passionate about the courses and just the amount of work that the instructors put into the courses. And here is one such course that I'm referring to, and it's by Richard Chesterwood. It seems like a great guy from the UK, and it's called Kubernetes Hands-On Deploy Microservices to the AWS Cloud. Now, I just kind of want to, I'm not going to go into much detail, but this course is so good. It's a no-brainer purchase if you're interested in learning about Kubernetes or containers or microservices. And even though the title of this course is Deploy Microservices to the AWS Cloud, even if you don't even want to deploy to the AWS Cloud, or even if you're doing Azure or things of that nature, you can still incredibly greatly benefit from like literally 85% of this course. So the course is 22 hours long. Yes, I purchased it a few weeks ago, and I aggressively went on a mission to basically complete this course in about 2.5 weeks time. Granted, a lot of it was a review, but I went through each exercise and all that, ran it on my Minikube cluster as well as Docker for desktop, and then deployed it up into the cloud. But what I got to say is, now it's 22 hours and it's very thorough and very in-depth. He is a great instructor. He responds to people's questions and posts out there. He's just very good, and you're going to learn so much from this course. Now, at the end of the course, what you're looking at right here is the site itself that he created with these applications. These are microservices that he created. I did not create these, so please do not give me any credit for any of this. But basically, it's a real-time event-driven system which uses queues, all kinds of containers deployed within a Kubernetes cluster inside of the cloud. So he will actually produce you with the skills. So as you can see here, I'm not really making this up. These are not screenshots, but basically you'll have, you have a queue container, you have your web app containers, you've got a position tracker and a simulator. It's running MongoDB. It's using the API gateway pattern. You also have, it's running, like queues inside of here. So it's a fantastic course. I wish I could go into more detail, but I don't really want to give away too many of the details, because you really should purchase this course. But in real time, it simulates a fleet tracker, like a bunch of trucks that are reporting their positions back over to, I don't know if you want to call this the home office or some central location that's actually keeping track of this and then storing the positions inside of a database. But It uses all of the tricks of the trades of Docker containers, microservices. It's well constructed. So what to expect when you create this course? Well, if you look, one of the major things here that's not too obvious from what you're seeing here, the site is actually HTTPS enabled. So actually have a certificate right in here, and it's issued by Amazon. And that's another bonus of the course, is he walks you through how to go to your Route 53 and how to use your AWS Certificate Manager. So basically, I have my own domain. He will actually, show you how to spin up these clusters. And so if you look here in my EC2 instances, you can see after this particular site, this fleet management is running on Kubernetes using kops. So you can see I've got my 3 different nodes inside of here. What you're looking at right here is an EC2 instance that I use to SSH into and run my Kubernetes-based kubectl commands. So, he'll walk you through all of that. And at the end of the day, after 22 hours worth of video instructions and all that, you get a fully working, fairly complex real-world type application deployed up into the AWS cloud using kops, which is amazing. But what I was saying before, even if you're not using AWS, do not be turned off by that, and do not skip this course, because if you look here, you're going to get a plethora of great instruction on how to do all of these things running locally using Minikube or Docker for desktop if you want. Plus, you get the added bonus of a very good section on microservice architectures, designing these things. He does a very good walkthrough of persistence, PVCs, persistent volume claims, and volumes. So this has always been kind of an area that I've been a little bit fuzzy on. Sometimes I've had to read the documentation on Kubernetes several times. I've taken some previous courses. It's always been a little shaky, but he really brought this all to life. And then, of course, he's got the, running the Kubernetes on the AWS cloud. And as if that wasn't enough, he shows you how to do it on the Google cloud. In addition to that, he introduces you to all kinds of goodies like logging, showing you Prometheus and Grafana, doing alerts. He goes into some very advanced concepts with Kubernetes like RBAC, which thanks to him, I've got a fairly good understanding of how RBAC works and how it basically secures the Kubernetes cluster and allows for authenticated users and which namespaces and such that they can and cannot look at. And another amazing concept is that of Ingress. Ingress tends to be one of those things, like in Kubernetes controllers, it's another add-on, tends to be one of those things that some of the other courses that I've taken in the past just kind of either gloss over or skip. And, so he actually walks through Ingress controllers, and not only does he show you basically how to run them locally, but you can also run it on AWS. And as if all of that wasn't enough, he shows you how to do a complete CI/CD pipeline using Jenkins and Git and establishing GitHub organization. So I learned so much on this. So I cannot say enough about this particular course. All I can really say is it's a no-brainer pretty much to go ahead and purchase this course. I mean, here it's $19. Sometimes it's less. Even if it was like literally $199 or whatever, it would still be worth it. It's a fantastic course. And like I say, he's very humble. I went through a lot of the questions and comments and all that. He's very helpful to students. And it's just, all in all, it was just a 5-star positive experience. I mean, to me, I'm kind of shocked that it's a 4.6. This really should be like a 5.0 rating for all of that. And yeah, I literally went through the 22 hours worth of videos in 2.5, 3 weeks of time. Again, I was being really aggressive about it and staying up late and working, after my work day, spending extra hours, because when I really enjoy working on a course, it doesn't really become work or effort. It just becomes a very positive, pleasurable experience, learning new things, and you're going to get that with this course. So again, this is just a kudos to it and to him and the course that he put together. And I look forward to some other courses. And also, thanks to his course here, it prepped me to start doing more deeper dives into service mesh called Istio for Kubernetes, which I'm also finding to be quite interesting. So, you know, again, thank you, Richard, for your great work on this course. And I'm just, took it upon myself to just kind of feel that I should let others know, that they can greatly benefit from this course, even if they're not using AWS. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I do hope you purchase this course because you will not regret it. Even if you know Kubernetes or have a basic understanding of it, this course is still essential. So thanks for listening and have a great one. Bye-bye.